Wherever we go, you can go too. Whether you're on the road, at the farm, or back in the barns, Walton Webcasting is there, streaming live to capture every moment and archiving the ones that you missed.
The grand champion Market Barrow this year's Tulsa State Fair.
Watch wherever, whenever.
This is your moment. This is your moment.
Tell family and loved ones back home to head over to waltonwebcasting.com so they can watch from the comfort of their own home. Live shows are always free.
Just shine, just shine, just shine.
Walton Webcasting. Livestock like you've never seen before.
Are you a breeder looking to showcase your show pigs? With a Walton Webcasting Show Pig Shoot, we are your go-to video service for capturing the full picture of your show pigs. We specialize in providing top quality video services for breeders like you. You talk the pigs, we capture the video. Our skilled video team comes directly to your operation. With the power of our website and social media, your professionally recorded videos are streamed live, allowing potential customers from all over the country to appreciate the quality of your show pigs. Let Walton Webcasting be your partner in success. We handle the technicalities so you can focus on what you do best, raising exceptional livestock. To schedule your next show pig shoot, call Rhonda at 765-431-7367.
These great heroes come together to support the livestock industry and Walton Webcasting. We call them the Premier Partners. Layered Premium Blend Genetics. Brad Howell Ford. Biozyme. Umbarger Shell Feeds. Kennedy Ventures. Sunglow Feeds, and First Farmers Bank and Trust. This adventure wouldn't be possible without the continued support from the Premier Partners.
Welcome to the Coalition Summer Edition 2024 here at the Keplinger Ranch. Excited to be here, David. I don't know about you, but what I'm maybe as excited about as any is these pork chops we're going to have here this afternoon that Matt Titus is going to make. And then I was wondering if Jake and I could have like a cannonball contest at the pool pre-sale. This is kind of been on my mind, but excited to be here. I'll go through a few of these delivery options really quick before we get going. We have Lackey sale this weekend in Texas. Trent Lahr is going to head that way, leaving on the 16th, headed through St. Louis and Joplin, his normal trip through Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls over to Haskell. Contact Trent. These are on our Facebook page as well. Contact Trent with any questions. We have the Southeast to be Jason O'Berry, leaving Michigan on Tuesday morning, headed down I-75 all the way to Avon Park, Florida. We have Steve Geyer here at the sale. He'll either leave tonight or after, or first thing in the morning, headed on 70 back through Columbus into New Stanton, and then on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, ending at exit 146. We also have Next Level Transport leaving Oklahoma, headed here to Ohio. He'll be as far east as Dayton, and then he's going to head back west to St. Louis and Amarillo and Lubbock, Comfort and Stevensville. That is Kendall Stevens, and his number is also on our Facebook page. So any of those, but also first and foremost, reach out to the breeders. We can help you get these things arranged where we need to go. But reach out before sale time if you have interest, so we can make sure we get some of those things lined up.
For sure. Thanks, Doug. Obviously, preview is going to be right now, 12:30. We're starting just a little bit late, but we got everything tagged and we're rolling now. This will be on Walton. They're going to clip some of this up. They'll put it on showpig.com. If you want to look at an individual pig, that's probably going to take just a little bit of time. But obviously, as soon as this ends, you can go back and watch it and see anything maybe you missed. You probably watching this later on. You're going to hear this now, so that's maybe not important to you. If you're coming to the sale, Titus is going to cook up about 100 pork chops, and if you haven't had them, they're worth the trip. Live preview is going to be at 6 o'clock tonight. We won't maybe get as wordy as what we are now, just kind of run them through, get a good look at them, maybe get a second look at them if you're coming to the sale. Sale's going to be at 7:30. We're going to try to start on time. We got Kevin Went coming. This will be here at the Keplinger Farm sale, not at the sale facility, but rather behind the house there by the pool. We'll just put pictures up, run them individually at a time, so everything you hear will be in tag number and tag order. And we'll try to give these tags to you as we run them through the preview, but it'll all be in order. So that sale order is by tag number, so you won't get confused. We have 60 head, I think 10 consigners. That's about all I got. We'll go ahead and get started here with the pigs. We'll drop Keplinger Farms in to go ahead and get started. I believe this would be tag 1. Am I correct, Seth?
Correct.
This would be tag 1, Keplinger Farms 24-13. This would be in 8 seconds. This is out of the AC Sal. Quite frankly, Cinderella, let Seth talk about the pig.
Yeah, this is, as David alluded to there, this is 24-13, 8 seconds on AC, and obviously AC's had a run this summer with being the dam of Meant to Be and Wake Up Call, the Door Bear, Eli's Reserve at the Exposition, fifth out at Louisville as well, and then recently just had the bear that was third out Cross Bear at Indiana. So obviously a sow in her first litter, and this will be her second litter, and we got 3 in this particular litter of hogs. And we knew probably early on that we needed to, start this sale with 24-13. Boar Bear, we think, is upside, out of that sow and how he's kind of built in terms of just how his rear joints work, density, stoutness, one that we're obviously very, very proud of in this Lot 1, 24-13, 8 seconds on AC.
go ahead and drop in Keplinger's second pin here. The one that Eli's driving, the guy here in the jeans, would be tag 11. That'd be 24-11. That would be 8 seconds on AC. You just would have watched the mate brother there. And then the other one would be 35-1. And I got to find that on my sheet here. That would be tag 30. And that one would be a My Word Breaking Rules. And I believe that's on the grand of the barrows that just to hold the Ohio State Fair.
Yes, correct. So we'll start with tag 11. That'll be our guild offering, and that's another 8 seconds on AC. This will be the only guild this fall or summer that we will offer out of that particular sow. We're going to keep back the rest of them. She had 7 total, and we thought we'd offer one that, obviously sow prospect, we think top notch, and then as a show gilt, just her presence, length of side, swoop to her midsection, looseness from behind, we think is real good with a square chest coming at you. That would be tag 11, and then Eli is on the My Word on the sow that we call Peyton. That sow just had a very good week or 10 days ago. This is one we think, feedability wise, we're thinking probably San Antonio, Houston, OYE type of setting. A hog that reads to be square off of both ends of his skeleton, muscle shape's good. One you just kind of take slow grow, and we think those will be his best days on that particular hog.
Keplinger's next pin here would be tag 21 would be the pig that the boy in the shorts is driving. That'd be 24-8. That'd be another 8 seconds AC. And then the one Eli's on, the boy in the jeans here, would be 20-6. And that would be tag 29. That'd be a wide awake little bro bachelor party.
Yeah, so we'll start with tag 21 here. And another one that, we think, bearer bore prospect, maybe doesn't read to be quite as stout as littermate brother that's lot 1 quite yet. But the way those particular hogs matured, just in terms of density, was very, very good. A tall, attractive, good-looking kind of hog for us, the kind that we like to feed for sure. And then Eli's on 20-6. That's a wide awake on that sow we call Bia. That'd be a mate to Eli's Grandbarra there in 19. We think, feeding window, besides him being real annoying right now. That probably gets me as agitated as anything, David. No, that bear for us, I know guys that have been through have really appreciate that hog, especially being a wide awake. Their feedability has been incredible. Squareness of that hog going directly away, we think's good. Shape's good. Looks like a hog that'll get to them upper weights, those 270, 280s. So these would be tags 29 and 21.
let's see. We got the blue one in here. This would be tag 2822-1. That would be a picture of this on a Godfather Breaking Rules. And this is this belted gilt will be tag 33, 23-1. That's a picture perfect dare to compare trick delt breaking rules.
Yeah, the one Eli's on and the jeans there, the belted gilt. That's one that would go back to, the same sow that would have produced. Great grandma would be the mother of the Grand and Reserve Bears. Grandma would have been the Grand gilt there at Ohio 2 years ago. Aunt would have been the Reserve Grand Market gilt, and then mother be a first litter gilt there. That would have been fifth out in Division III there at Ohio State there last year. So, one of our prominent lines. So we think, in terms of sow value, show gilt, she's got it. She's boxy built, big ribbed. Angles read to be right in her skeleton. And then there again, I think as a sow prospect, very high quality one from that aspect. Evan is on 22-1 Blue Pig. And I know if it was springtime, that one would probably be a choice lot for the light division. Barra that has had a lot of friends when they've come through here. Extra stout in terms of his feature. Muscle shape's good. He looks like a hog to us. You're going to be able to get this one probably shown there in the later part of December to the mid part there of January. He's going to be able to grow. That sow behind him would be the mother of Search and Rescue, the boar that would be down there at Mike's or McCoy and Malcolm there. And then she'd also be responsible for that McCarley Barra that did some winning this summer. And then last year in her first litter, she was able to produce the 4th overall gilt there at Ohio. So both of them come out of very good sow lines. We think both of them's upside is very, very high. 22-1 and 23-1.
Go ahead and start talking about the blue pig here that Eli's driving. That would be tag 36, 14-5, Shake the Frost, Fun Money, Bear 52. The other blue pig that was not being drove would be tag 34. That's a 17-5. That is a Shake the Frost, Breaking Rules, Bear 52. And then the belted hog would be tag 35. That would be 12-4. That would be Ultimatum, Rumor Has It.
Yeah, I'll talk first on the one that Evan's on, tag 35, the Ultimatum. Rumor has it, and I'll tell guys that Ultimatum is probably one that for us consistently keeps coming back, and we've had winners out of him. We had the Champion Light Cross there at Breeders' Cup last year at Ohio. He was able to get a piece of the top 5 at all 3 shows, the market breeding. And then market barras as well. And for us on this particular barra, it goes back to that Rumor Has It sow that we would have got there from Spracklin's. To me, some of these things are going to be a little more alien looking. To me, that's a productive ribbed hog that's square off of both ends of a skeleton, muscle's good. One that I probably wouldn't overlook, maybe don't have the hype train in terms of sire side and dam side, but I know that sow for us, she had some, hogs that have fed out of them, and as well for Spracklin. So that would be 12-4. And then Eli is on 17-5, tag 34. That's a Shake the Frost. That was the boar we would have sold there a year ago at PT. The blue-eyed boar for $50,000 that upper hand got, and true. To me, that one for us is the feeding kind. As we switch showman here, he's a little skinnier and greener right now, but square built, proper length of body in that hog. Comfort level's good, and to me, looks like one the Feed and Dream. So, and then Eli is on our last lot there. That is tag, what is that one, David?
That would be 36.
Okay, tag 36. So their grandma would be the same Bear 52 sow that we've kind of built around the last 7 to 10 years here, and they've consistently had us winners. That's a big outlined hog, and I think in the light cross division, especially with the whole winter circuit in Ohio, along with the NJSS and those kind of, or not NJSS, but the deal in Perry, think's a good candidate. Just looks like a fun one to feed. Angles read to be right, structure's good, good looking from the side. That's kind of how we read that trio. All right, we'll start with tag 3, Juice Burns. That would be a saddle up, tricked out, hush money, lock it up, and that would be his first lot for obvious reasons. Owen is on tag number 45. And that would be a wide awake, tricked out. And then tag 41 is a wide awake, tricked out as well. So those are the trio that we're going to start here with Juice Burns, and then I'll let you or let him describe these.
Yeah, the 15-2 would be our lead-off pick. That'd be tag number 3. He'd be a saddle-up, tricked out. His mother is a young, just tricked out, hush money, lock it up. Grandmother would have came from Farnham. She's just getting started here, but this is the saddle-up pigs one we set back from that first online sale on this one. I knew this one needed to come to the coalition. The other two would be tags 41 and tags 45. Those would be wide awake tricked outs. Their mother would have had a class winner last year at Fort Worth for us. That was shown by the down there at Fort Worth. Their mother would be a litter mate to the mother of Get the Picture there at Laird's. Tags 41 and 45 would be the wide awake tricked out. Tags 3 would be the 15-2. That'd be the saddle up tricked out. Next four we've got in here would be Joe Spring Show pigs, some red pigs here. You've got tags 39, 40 would be a pair of gilts. Tag 39 be on the far left side that Owen's on. That'd be the 27-1 Guild. She would be a picture perfect out of a work of art, Danica Sal. Her mother would be a litter mate to the mother. Her mother would be a litter mate to Da Vinci, Picasso, and then the Howard Guild that was shown last summer that was very dominant there. Tag 39, or sorry, tag 40 would be the other guild. It'd be the 31-3 guild. She would be a picture perfect LU Maximus Danica. Her mother, and then the other two pigs would be the male pigs, and here would be tags 38 and 37.
Yeah, and just looking at these things, every time I come to the coalition, the first pen I check out is Juice Burns Red Ones because they're no stranger to the backdrop, especially when it comes to reds, and they do know how to make them good. One thing with the reds recently is they haven't been as stout as I feel like they should have been, and I always know looking at Juice Burns is they make stout, good, yet sound red ones with look in front of their blade, and all these look like they do that. So if you want to get your backdrop photo taken in the big ring, I think you need to get in here.
The next week we got coming in be Joe Burns. Some more Joe Burns consignments. Be 21-3, 21-5, 21-6, 21-3 would be tag number 13. 21-5 would be tag number 46. 21-6 would be tag number 47. These are all 21 litters. They'd be picture perfect infliction, Alley-oop, Danica. Just a real young, good red Sally's been doing a good job for us. And this tag 13's our leadoff guild. Not our leadoff, we'll be running there in the first round of guilds, and one we're very high on.
Yeah, that tag 13 gilt came in, and the first thing you notice is that one's got a big, broad chest with good feet. She is stout. She's going to be stout. She puts it together in the way you want a big-time red one to go. She's not too far past how some of them reds can get. Still looks like she's got the right type of maturity laid in them. The male pig, that one's look in front of his, the front two-thirds of that one are absolutely incredible. The look he gives you from the side, you can't paint one any better from the picture. And then you got this little gilt over here, a little bit greener, but I wouldn't count your chickens before they're hatched. That one could be a sleeper. Very, very good gilt over there.
Again, Joe's Burns Show Pigs, tags 13, 46, and 47. The last trio of Joe's Burns Show Pigs here would be 22-1. That'd be tag number 23. 22-3. That'd be tag number 48. And 22-6. That'd be tag number 49. These are all a trio of litter mates, 22 litters. They would be picture perfect on a 3-4 Danica Clown. That 3-4 Danica Clown just had Champion Division 2 there at the exposition. That was actually one of the 4th overall draw guild there at the exposition. And then a full sip to these, actually. So exact meaning to these, it was just Champion Duroc and Champion Purebred Gilt there out at the Iowa State Fair at the FFA show just about a week ago. So picture perfect on the Danica clone.
Yeah, these ones may be a little bit greener than the ones that just came in, but still, I mean, they look to have the right parts and pieces. I don't really shy away from the greener ones. Maybe they're not as fluffy, but man, they still got the look, they got the feature. I think Juice Burns brought a heck of a set of reds out here, and hey, like I said, if you want to get your picture taken in the backdrop with a red one, the best place to do it, in my opinion, is Juice Burns. So get in where you fit in.
These would be the first Gossett Genetics consignments out here. We've got a pair of cross gilts. Looks like tag 30 or tag 55 is going to be ear notch 34-3. 34-12 would be tag 15. These gilts would be Glory Days, Next Intention, Stay Classy. Their mom would be a litter mate to the Division I champion at Nail in 2022 that Owen Russell would have showed. There's 3 mate sisters to that Barra that we're pretty fond of. Their first litters kind of hit the show ring this summer. Would have had the champion market gilt at MLE that Booskell would have had, and then Reserve Light Cross at Columbus this past year. Was out of one of those next Stay Classy sows. So this has been a good litter, and the Glory Days things has been good. That Dash 12 gilt, I think, is just awesome from the side profile. Her head shape, her squareness, her bone, and her foot size is real good. And I think that Dash 3 complements her in every way. Pretty high on these 2 gilts.
The tag 15 gilt, that one comes in and she hits you hard. I mean, that's a big, stout rear leg that can still function and go. That one's look in front of her blade reads right. Her maturity pattern is exactly how you want a gilt at this size to look. That one to me looks big time. And then the other gilt, the other dash gilt that's in there, man, that one's just a little bit greener. I think you get that one, the feed bucket. That one could be absolutely deadly because that one's extension in front of her blade is incredible. The look she gives you from the side. Obviously, they're both super sound, super comfortable. Very, very good pair of gilts that Gossett Genetics brought to you.
All right, we've got a pair of 38-liter hogs in here again for Gossett Genetics. We'll start talking about the belted pig first. 38-liter goes Stamp, My Intention, Hush Money. The grandma would have had a pretty popular bear at San Antonio last year that was second in class, and been a staple for us in terms of sale makers at Texas Majors the last 2 years. She's had a few. The Stamp boars there at Upper Hand. Obviously, we tried to use them to make whites and blues, and we got more color than we expected. But the quality of hog is still real good. And the gilt notch or tag number is what is that? 54, and then she'll be 38-1 ear notch. Just real good built gilt that I think could be hammered on in terms of a feed bucket. The Blue Barra is going to be ear notch 38-2 and tag 25. It looks like. And again, I think just heavy duty, big structured, loose made. I like my stamp pigs.
Yeah, I mean, that white one comes out, and man, he sits down on a big set of limbs and still does it in a comfortable fashion. Love that one just in terms of the way he goes away from you and turns. Looks like one that just is going to feed good. And then this gilt over here, a little greener deal, but one that has all the pieces. That one's look, extension, everything in front of her blade re-dried, everything going away. When she walks away from you, she moves, sound as a cat. Very, very good pair of pigs that Gossett brings again.
All right, last Gossett pig we'll talk. He's going to be our lead off. He's ear notches 40-2, tag 6. Pig's pedigree would read confidence, never too late, king, secret society, dirty secrets aunt. So we'd have picked up the grandma there, great grandma I think at this point, from Lackey, and been a good sow line for us. Several different accolades that sow family's picked up the last couple years, and if they start with this hog's just center body and dimension, they feed extremely well. A little cliff note before Eli talks: his pig does have a small dew claw that I forgot to take off. We'll accept any responsibility for the cost of getting that taken off. So just a little footnote.
Man, this belted pig that's Gossett's lead off. That one's skull shape is how pigs need to be built. His skull, the way that one's put together, feature, everything reads right on that one. I don't know what it's going to take to get one bought like that, but that one is very, very good and hit me as hard as anything coming out of the gate. So very, very good one from Gossett right there. Thank you.
Just a little footnote. We've seen pigs feed out of this sow. They're heavy boned as babies, but they just continue to progress and just become obnoxiously stout with maturity. And as far as a feeding window, I mean, if you push him, he'll go. If you sit on him, that's fine too. He's a very flexible pig in terms of endpoint, and that's just been something that I've picked up from feeding half sibs and other pigs out of this sow line the past couple years. So again, that's tag 6, 40-2. Last Gossett pig.
Hey, well, I do want to thank these guys for having us. We are pretty unprepared. We're pretty young. Haven't been out of the nursery very long at all, just a few days. But so we kind of brought probably the smallest ones. But at the same time, we thought we'd lead off with our heaviest legged, stoutest pig we had in the show barn. That lot 10, he is an Echo. He's an Echo provoked never before. Mom would be the grandma of our Grand D1 and 4th overall gilt at the Ohio State Fair, just there a couple weeks ago, and she'd also be the mother of my best line of Space Alien sows at home. So we're really proud of that one. He's small, he's young, but we had to come. We couldn't imagine having a pig sale with a better group of guys. And then lot 20 is the other pig we brought. That's a heavy hitter male. He's a heavy hitter tricked out. His mom, that's her second litter. The tricked out sow would have been a sister to, right before his passing there a year and a half ago, Mr. Randy Nation had a bearer from us that was reserve grandide's district in Oklahoma. Was really high on that one. So, good sow on that end too. Good feeding hog.
Yeah, these two look good, and obviously Nate is no stranger to the backdrop, especially down in them Southwest shows. This little boar that he brought, I mean, he is stout. When he says he's the stoutest-legged pig that they got, I wouldn't doubt it. Because that thing has got big rear bones laid in him, and he's got a big foot, and yet he's still able to move on it. That thing's fuzz and fur reads right. This other boar that they brought, I mean, that one is a little bit greener, like they said, just came off the nursery, but that one has some good qualities. Look in front of his blade, soundness of skeleton, still got some bone laid in him. That's a very good one. Very good pair that Nate Warner has here.
In the ring now, we've got Albright Swine Farms group here. Again, thanks to the Keplinger crew. And I know Eli did all the work getting this place ready for this, so big thanks there. I think lot 31 is the one that Lydia's on there, the belted gilt that's in the ring. That is a promotion-provoked dirty deal. That's how this would be her second litter. But in terms of matching her extra stoutness with provoked, I think that's worked. And I love that thing's build and her just general kind. Proportions, market gilt, breeding gilt, whichever way you want to take her. The 32 that Kenzie's on right there is 23-2. That is above and beyond the Top It Off Sun that's at Laird's, back on a jet black. And that is, we love those above and beyonds and their feature, their extra stoutness as they've started to mature. I think we have a lot of high hopes for these 23s. And then lot 12 that Lydia's on there on the far side, coming across is Top It Off Family Jewels. The mother of that particular gilt is the mother of the Champion Burt Gilt at Expo. That was very dominant for the Elsinger family. That littermate to that gilt was also Reserve Burke at Ohio in the junior and the open shows. And she's also the mother of Unsurpassed at Schaefer's and the mother of the Reserve Grand Barra at Perry.
Yeah, these three gilts are very high quality, and that cross gilt over there, that one's look in front of her blade is absolutely incredible. Love that one's silhouette from the side. That one is sound as a cat. I don't really know where to poke a hole in her. Because she's just so good everywhere. That one's flawless in terms of her build, her symmetry from the side. Everything pulls together and reads right. That one with the right maturity pattern and the right feed bucket can do some big-time things. The Berkshire that Kenzie's on over here, they're probably a little bit greener, but that's okay. Obviously, the Albright family is no stranger to the backdrops when it comes to crosses, and obviously, especially these Berks. Very good pair of Berkshire gilts. Yes, they are probably a little bit greener. But obviously, we don't want these things revved up, especially in the purebred world. I feel like if they're revved up too early, they're not going to turn out. And these two gilts right here look like they got the right maturity pattern to do some big things and get to the backdrop. So very good trio gilts that Doug brought us here today.
The gilt that Kenzie's on there is lot 2. Would be a buckle up backbone bulletproof. So her grandmother is actually Special Effects mother, and kind of a little odd pedigree there in some places. But one of the more fun gilts we've had to study this fall in terms of feature. She's good in terms of her toes and her build from the side. Just a neat particular gilt that can kind of go both ways. Then the Berkshire male there honestly, I thought, man, this is going to be my Barra for Perry, and he still very well could be, because that's a very long-necked, stout-featured, good-built one. But the longer he's come, I wonder maybe if that one probably could keep his seeds as a boar prospect. Let the buyer decide there tonight.
Yeah, and that was the first thing when that Berkshire boar walked in, is I thought, man, this thing has got potential to be a boar prospect. Got the feature you want, the look, the unique attributes to make the breed better, and I think that this one's got it. So, I mean, whatever, Barra, boar, it doesn't matter. That one's just a good pig and can do a lot of good things. And then this gilt that Doug's got right here, a lot similar to the one we just talked, just flawless in terms of build. That one, when she comes at you, her toes are as good as you can make them, yet her feet are so big, they're so square. I love that one's look from the side. Her chest is super square. You watch that one go away from you, and you can't make one to move better, to be square built. Those are two very, very high-quality pigs. Man, this sale's shaping up to be very, very exciting come this evening.
All right, this is Trogdon's entries here. We got lot 16 is the gilt, and lot 26 is the male. These are both off the chains, back on a kick and rock sow. That kick and rock sow is off to a good start. I mean, I think she's a 2 or 3 year old sow here. She just recently raised a class winning gilt there at Illinois, and then there's a gilt in Kansas that's been kind of tearing it up, doing a good job. Off the chain, I think is going to be. I think he's definitely going to be heard from this fall. These pigs look really good out of him so far, and I've heard nothing but good reports. Off the chain there at Laird's, he's a littermate to the Supreme Gilt at Houston, Reserve Supreme Gilt at Fort Worth, Reserve Gilt at Angelo, and then Sticks Overall Burke there at OYE. So excited to see what these things are going to do.
Yeah, and obviously Trogdon, no stranger when it comes to the Berkshire ring and getting them Berks to the top level. I think both these are very, very good. We talk about this male pig in front of me, and that one has got a stout skull. He's heavy duty. Looks like one that's going to feed into something big time. So I think if you're looking for a Berkshire Barra for them Southwest majors or anything in Oklahoma, jackpot-wise, end-game-wise, I think that one can be big time. And same with the gilt. That one comes in the right kind of maturity pattern. Looks like she can be a dang good sow. Love that one's soundness, flexibility. Her skull is stout, yet still remains in a neat package that doesn't make her look too fluffy up there in her front end. And that one is so sound, built right. Very, very good pair of Berkshires right here.
Okay, got a pair of crossbreds in here now. The lot 7 is the more traditional belted one. That's going to be my lead off. And then lot 56 is the kind of more chromed up one. These are litter mates. They are lead the ways. That's the canal boar there at Laird's. Back on a misconception sow. The misconception sow was one we bought from the Danner firm. It's off to a good start. This is her second litter. First litter seems like it's feeding really well and doing good so far this summer. So I think this is how we're going to be able to kind of build around, kind of like this pair. That my lead off, he got here and decided he didn't really kind of want to be here. I guess he's not filled back up the way he was at home, but I think still parts and pieces are all there, and they feet and legs are very good in that thing, and I think these are going to be two really good feeding bears.
Yeah, that leadoff came out, and he has probably looked like he didn't take the trip as well. But man, that thing's got hair. He's dense. He's got that neat skull laid in front of him. That one is super sound in the way he moves. Obviously, doesn't look maybe as what Trogdon would have hoped. Came, kind of took the trip rougher out. That doesn't bother me. That hog is good, and if you can't see it, you need to go buy a boat because that thing is just good in terms of his feet and legs. Looks like the kind that's going to feed stout. And same can be said for the other one. I mean, that one sets down on a big stout rear leg. Still got the parts and pieces, shape, everything's there. He's sound, he's comfortable. Two very, very good high-quality males that Trogdon brings to us.
Tag for the belted male. He'd be a safety first at a blackjack sister. Blackjack would be quite frankly, nothing compares. Mom would be that nothing compares how would be Everhart's bluegill or not? Yeah, Everhart's bluegill that won a bunch a couple summers ago. That was so popular from Stolquist and this spotted male pig, tag 19. He'd be a whisper, thrill seeker. We would have bought the sow for there from Louder Milk, and I tell you. A pig there that probably didn't haul as fleshy as what he is, but a pig that has the large intangibles in terms of how his neck comes out the top side of his shoulder, the width of his chest, the bend to his arm, and yet when you step in behind him, he's very, very good from behind. I wouldn't be lying to you if I said I wasn't pretty fond of this belted pig just in terms of his front third and how his neck ties out the top side of his blade, his arm, his bone. He's a flat-backed one that's jet level from behind. A very, very square moving one. Exciting pair here within our end here from Danner Livestock.
Yeah, and I saw the picture that Danner wanted to post there. I think it was on Snapchat of that spot one, and man, that one fired me up. I mean, that one's look, his bone, his feature. I'm no spot guru. I don't know much about spots, but I feel like I can tell you what a good pig is, and that one's got, I feel, the intangibles to do big time things. Stout featured, hairy, great look in front of his blade, and then this crossbred we got over here. Like Danner talked, that one came out, and his front two-thirds just strike you. That one, like he said, the way his neck comes out of his blade, chest, bone, feature, everything's there. That is a very, very good one. The very, very good pair that Danner brings us here. Pretty pumped on these two.
These will be Driscoll Show Pigs lots here coming in. We got 3 pins of them here to start. This is tag number 18. He is a promotion, full send, kind of big deal. Mom and Grandma have been pretty good to us and making some county winners and won some shows and jackpots for us here.
Yeah, man, this big Driscoll's got right here, big time pieces laid into this one. Very, very sound, functional. He is living on the edge going away. I don't think he's going to bow or anything. That one's just wide pinned and does it in such a comfortable fashion. Love that one's skull and the way he comes out of his blade, his look, his soundness. That one's front feet are never going to go down. His pasterns are incredible. Everything reads right on that hog, man. These male pigs have been deep, and they keep getting deeper as they come through. Very, very, very good one here from Driscoll.
All right, we'll start in here with some of our blues. The one that Kenzie's driving there is the tag 8. That is the 88-1. He is a promotion, Reckoning 97-1. Never before, Baby Blue, Kiss My Hawks. That one's a full sib in blood to Holly Howard's Gilt. That was third out in Division III, Louisville. And then also just recently was fourth out in their division there at Indy. Had another littermate gilt that won a couple jackpots. And also the endorsement board there at Upper Hand. There also Grandma was mother of the reserve heavy at Denver in 2023. And then the sow herself would be a littermate to the third out light cross there at Indy last year.
Yeah, I got the opportunity to see that Howard Guild at Louisville, and man, did she look good. And these two definitely, I think, represent how good Driscoll's are, because these two blues are very, very good. I'm telling you what, if they're in the spring, when everybody's hyped up about them lights, I don't know when they'd stop bidding, because these two are incredible in terms of their look. I don't know if I've seen a pair of blues this stout, and just their hair, their look, everything's there. They are a little bit smaller probably comparative to the pigs here. That don't bother me one bit, and it shouldn't you either, because these two are absolutely very, very good animals. They're high quality, they're built good, and their feet and legs just stay very, very good, and that's the number one priority. Yet they add those extras, the look in front of their blade, and man, they sit down on a big stout rear leg. Two very, very intriguing blue ones here.
So these next two in here would be mates to that thin belted one. They're Trick Daddies on Reckoning 97-1. Baby Blue, Kiss My Hawks kind of deal there again. The moms of these two, or the mom is this one, and the other one in the last group are litter mates. She would be the third outlight cross that the Ottenkelder family had last year. Grandma, again, was the mother of the reserve heavy at Denver in 2023. Good litter here.
Man, Driscoll just keeps bringing these blues. I need to figure out what he's got going over there, because this other blue one maybe a little bit greener compared to the other two that just came out. But man, he still has the same qualities that them two did. Look in front of his blade, feature, hair. That's another blue one you need to look into. And then this belted hog, I mean, that one is so good. Hard to poke a hole in, shape, muscle, bone. Everything's there to do the big things and get to the big ring. Very, very good pair of them here from Driscoll.
The blue barrel out there would be tag dash 9. He's a blowing smoke, back on a back slap Rapunzel. I think this thing is very elite looking, stout, like a woolly mammoth. Has a lot of hair. The mother of her was a reserve division champion at Old Glace County Fair last year, and also a litter mate to the Reserve Grand Guild overall. But I think this thing is very unique. I can't say enough good things about the Tag-9 out of Blown Smoke.
Yeah, I mean, that Blue Bear, he comes out and he hits you, man. I mean, that thing's stoutness of feature, hair, everything we're trying to do nowadays in terms of making them as big-legged as possible, hairy. He does that. Obviously, these two are a little bit pounds smaller than the rest of them here. That doesn't matter in terms of quality. The quality is still there among these two. The little gilt, she is greener, and I think that one just needs to come into her maturity. But everything's there. You can't poke a hole in that one. That one's just good everywhere. She is sound. She's comfortable. Like I said, they're a little smaller. That blue one is very, very intriguing. Big bones. Big feet, yet does it in a sound and comfortable fashion. That is a very, very, very good, high-quality pig there, and the gilt is as well.
And then we'll go to the Tag-17. She's a money line back on Rapunzel, which Rapunzel is the Cinderella daughter we bought in the glass slipper sale. In 3 litters finished out, we've actually had 8 backdrop pictures out of Rapunzel. I've got several sows that are out of Rapunzel that are now going to be producing next year in the herd. But I think this is a very unique female that will be very good in the show ring and in the crate after she gets done with her show career.
Yeah, and Titus luckily gave me the opportunity to show that Rapunzel gilt on the jackpot circuit. I think it was 3 years ago, and man, that gilt was good. Did a lot of winning with her. And obviously we got her half sib AC here, and she's been no stranger to winning. And I think that this gilt could do big things as well. I already talked to her a little bit. Like I said, she is a little smaller and greener, but man, that thing's hair texture, look in front of her blade, everything reads right. That one just needs to come into herself. And I think that one could get to a backdrop real easy.
The Tag 60 here in the middle of the ring, the chromed up belted barrow. He's a Glory Days back on a banner, Dirty Secret Extraordinary sow that actually goes all the way back to Maryland that we bought from Stauffer years ago. I think that is a very, very good pig that can show as early in the early jackpots all the way to Denver or Southeast Regional or the January Texas County Fair deal. Very good pig out of Glory Days, which Glory Days is out of AC, or a litter mate to AC, and we all know what AC's done. I think this will be a very, very, very good pig in the end, and kind of a no holes barra moving forward. The tag number 27 is a no tricks back on a Sure Thing sow, which that Sure Thing sow raised the, or I shouldn't say raised, she was grand champion gilt at our county born and raised show 2 years ago, and her grandmother would be a litter mate to the grand champion gilt in 2021 at our county fair. This is her first litter. I think this is a very unique individual that can get shown as early as December, but I think his better days will be January to February, and I do think he'll go hamp at any show you want to take him to. very, very good pigs, and also No Tricks is out of Rapunzel, her first litter that we retained out of Backslap.
Yeah, these two male pigs right here, very, very high quality. The wider belted one that Kenzie's on, man, you can't go wrong with that hog. Like Titus said, that's a no holes kind of male pig that's just good. You feed that one in the right home, he's good, stout featured, gonna be a big back, big rib, everything's there. That one's got big, big pieces, and I think is a very, very good no holes kind of barra. The thinner belted barra over there, the smaller barra, man, that one probably takes a little bit more of a far-reaching step than the other one out here. In terms of the look in front of his blade, chest, bone, hair, I think everything's there on that hog. It's just going to be the feed bucket. If you can get the right feed bucket on him and get that one to just blow and expand, obviously there's some time in between there to just let him mature and see what he turns into. But I think if you turn the feed bucket loose on that one could be big time. Two very, very high quality ones again here from Titus.
Well, we got Court Farms entries here in the ring. We're going to get started with my two favorite gilts in the sale, or I guess my offering. Would be 2-10 and 2-8. I'll get you tag numbers here if they'll turn for us. I do know that this 2-10 will be our first one in the leadoff to be tag 14. That'd be the belted gilt, and then the half belted gilt, if she'll turn up here, be tag 42.
Yeah, man, that tag 14 gut. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but man, these things have been stout, and that one is extra stout. That is a big, fluffy, fat rear leg that can still move. I love that one's skull. I know I said skull shape a lot. I don't want to sound repetitive, but I'm big on skull shape, and I do love that one's skull that she's got laid in there. Moves good, sound as a cat. If you want to get your picture taken once again in the big ring, I think that there's a lot of pigs that can do it, and I think that that's one of them. And then the other gilt over here, once again, heavy duty, good looking. Hard to poke a hole in that gilt. That gilt's just so good, so sound. Looks like a sow, yet still can go to the show ring and do some big time things. I think these are two very, very high quality gilts that can get it done at the biggest stage. Thanks again, once again, Corp Farms.
I guess I didn't. I failed to mention the pedigrees as well. So these are both 2-liter gilts. So they'd be promotion, no huddle, no accident. And no accident sow was one of the oldest sows on the farm. We actually just retired her the other day, but won about as many county fairs for us as anything. Had some high placing hogs, won a couple divisions at Texas Majors, and so we didn't get a whole lot of daughters out of her, but we did keep this one, and obviously you're going to see several pigs in this litter. And I think also from a sow perspective, if you're looking for sow prospects, I would dive into these two because this one's mom is lights out in the crate. We'll go ahead and talk about the thinner belted hog there in the center ring that Kenzie's driving. That's tag 51. That'd be a 5-liter hog. So that's a Money's On, Believe in Me, Rockstar. So that sow would be bred very similar to the Grand Perry a couple years back. Care Griner showed. Then tag 43 would be the kind of wider belted one. That'd be a tricked out forward, no huddle, family ties. Family ties sow would be the grand or the mom of the Grand at Nail several years back. One of my favorite sows, 99 too, on the farm. Again, I think from just kind of the way it worked, but I think from a sow perspective, at a sow prospect standpoint, I would tell you that the mothers of these are extremely good in the crate. And obviously, show gilt is what we're selling them as. But if you're looking for something in the future, both of these moms are very good in the crate.
Yeah, I tell you what, David Korb knows how to make some unique animals because that thin belt over there is very, very unique, and the two we just saw is, and the other gilt in here is too. Talking about that thin belt, that one is so stout once again, and then muscle shapes there, looks there, and then the big thing, feet and legs are impeccable on that one. Love that one's look and extension. Looks like one that obviously David said could be a very, very good sow, but is going to be no stranger to the show ring either. Got those show ring pieces we want. And same with this other gilt over here. Maybe a little bit greener comparative to the gilt. To the thinner belted gilt, but man, still has the intangibles. That one's looking from her blade, soundness, a skeleton, everything's there. She's just a little greener. She doesn't have as much today as the other one, but that's not certainly something that you should shy away from just because they're greener. Greener can sometimes mean good. So very, very good pair of them here from Corb.
We'll drop in here. The wider belted hog is going to be 2-5. Once he turns, I'll get you a tag number. That'd be a promotion, no huddle, no accident. It'd be tag 50. He is a crypt orchid. You'll have to get that fixed. He would have been a mate to the two gilts that we would have brought in first. You'll see another barrel here in a second as well. The thinner belted one, or I guess the stock foot, he's got a little wide there on the top of his blade, but he's 12-2. That's tag 44. So he is a tricked out, no huddle, king of the hill. So that sow would be actually the mama saddle up. You would have seen some of those pigs. I think Austin had a few in this sale, but that'd be the mama of saddle up. So we got tag 44, tag 50 here. I'll let Eli talk about them for a second.
Yeah, I mean, these core picks have been good, and that wide belted one, man, when he comes at you, that one's got a big square chest. That one's hind leg when he leaves you, he's big, he's square, yet he takes a big, long step out of his hip, and man, that one's hip construction's very, very good. Love that one from the side, and just the way he paints a picture. That hog has got big, big pieces. And you know what? He maybe sometimes doesn't show it to you at times, sometimes. But, man, that hog, the longer you look at him, the more you like him. Very, very, very good pig that I think can go to the big ring and get a big banner for you. And then the other one over there, I mean, you got to love that one's just soundness. The skeleton structure's still there. I tell you what, the core pigs are going to have structure. I love that one's look in front of his blade. Everything's there. He's just a little bit greener comparative to the other one. But like I said, I do like that thin belted one quite a bit. Very, very, very good pig there.
I think we got another pin after this, but we'll go ahead and talk about the belted hog there in the center of the ring that's showing off. That's tag 24. That'd be 2-1. Again, you've seen plenty of those twos already. Promotion, no huddle, no accident. You know, I thought between this one and the barrel you're going to see next would have been kind of my lead-offs there. And, you know, I had a couple gilts as well. We went ahead and did a gilt round, a barrel round. I went ahead and decided to go with the other pig. But, man, I think this one's lead-off quality. I love his design. I love his power. The other pig in the ring would be a 4-1. I can't get that tag number just yet, but that'd be a pace car, I think tag 50. 53, tag 53. So that'd be a pace car. Quite frankly, Cruel Intentions. Sal on the farm that my buddy Jay Gossett affectionately named Precious. and she is very stout, just like him.
Yeah, this thinner belted one right here, man, that one's got a deadly look from the side, and he does it with a big stout rear leg, and man, he moves good. His look is there. You know, I got a little bit fired up on the one last time, and man, this one fires me up just as much. I mean, you want to talk about one that's got all the intangibles to win those big shows down in Texas and Oklahoma that we want to do. I think he's got it. And this other one, the smaller one, I think does too. That's one you go, you take home, and you probably put him on a little bit of a lower protein feed and just let that one feed out because he's revved up, he's ready. Probably just need to calm that one down, but that one does sit down on a big stout hind leg and can still move off of it. That's a very good pair of male pigs there from Corb.
Let's go ahead and talk about the final pin here. So tag 5 is going to be my leadoff. That's the one Lydia's driving. It's kind of the wilder marked one there. Would be a wild side, no huddle. Believe in me, that's going to be my leadoff. That was the pig that I brought to the sale kind of as just like a headliner for me. He's maybe not one to drive the best out here. We'll get him kind of settled in just a little bit, but I think that one's pretty wild. The other one's going to be his litter mate, so 9-4. That'd be tag 52. Again, wild side, no huddle.
Yeah, I mean, that one came out, and I saw some of the others that Corb brought out first before his lead out, and I'm like, man, what's his lead lot going to look like? Because, man, the ones behind him look real good. And, yeah, he's maybe not wanting to drive the best, but, man, you see the quality there. And if you can't see the quality in that one on video in person just because he ain't walking great, you probably need to go find another hobby, another profession or something because that hog is so good. He's sound, he's comfortable, he's big legged, and that one's got the hair. I know we don't love to talk about hair. I'm a younger guy. I love it. I love the hair, and I'm telling you what, it does help. You know, you might not want to accept it. Hair helps, and that one's got the hair to win a big show, and he's got the pieces to win a big show. And then you talk about this one over here, a little bit of a greener deal comparative to probably the other one over there. But, man, that one's still got the pieces and parts to get to the backdrop. Big bones, good look. Once again, these ones probably aren't wanting to drive the best. If you can't see their quality, like I said, go find another hobby, go find another profession because this isn't it.
Just as a closing here, if you're just, I guess, finishing up or catching the end of this live, we're going to do another preview tonight at 6 o'clock. That's going to be a live preview, so you'll have to be here to watch that. The sale will start at 7:30. They'll be on CCI.Live. We'll do the pigs won't go through the ring. There'll just be pictures up on the screen, bid them one at a time. Lots are in sale order. If you have any questions, get a hold of any of the breeders in this sale. We should be able to answer most of any of those questions. With that, I guess I wanted to say thanks to the Keplingers for hosting us. Pretty neat sale facility we got here. It's going to be a fun day. If you're wanting to come get a free pork chop, we're going to cook them here pretty fast, so you better get here pretty quick. Again, thanks for having us. Thanks for Walton for doing this. That'll be the closing remarks, and thanks for watching.